proof of claim is just a document filed with the court, usually by a creditor, that says on the date that somebody filed a bankruptcy, here's the amount that they owed us. So let me give you a little bit further explanation on that. Say you are filing a bankruptcy and you owe creditor X some money. And you owe them, you think about $5,000. So in your bankruptcy petition in Schedule F, this is just an unsecured, what's called a non-priority creditor, like a credit card. You write down $5,000. If they file a proof of claim, they may say you owe them $6,000. They have to file that claim with the court saying that you owe them $6,000, and then they have to provide evidence or proof of that claim saying, hence the name proof of claim, saying that this person owed us $6,000 on the date of their bankruptcy filing, and here's how we came up with that number. Maybe there's late fees and penalties and things like that that have been added to it, or attorney's fees, things along those lines. Now, I give you the example in a Chapter 7, but it's rare that in a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, a creditor is going to be filing a proof of claim unless that's what's called an asset Chapter 7, right? Most of the time, proof of claims are going to get filed in a Chapter 13 bankruptcy. In addition to that, there are important deadlines on when creditors have to have proof of claims filed by. So and I'm just going to use the example of a Chapter 13 because that's when it happens most commonly. An unsecured non-priority creditor, credit cards, medical bills, personal loans, and secured debts, your mortgage companies, finance companies for your cars, any non-governmental creditor has 90 days from the date of your first creditors meeting or Section 341 meeting to file a proof of claim. So let's say that your creditors meeting is set for March 5th. You have 90 days, or the creditor has 90 days from March 5th to have their proof of claim filed. If they don't file a proof of claim, they don't get paid. If it's a governmental unit, they have 180 days more time, but the time starts from the date that your bankruptcy is filed, not from your creditors meeting date. So you don't need to get caught up in the nuance of these deadlines and timelines, things like that. That's something your attorney will do. But a proof of claim, again, is a document that is filed with the court saying what you owe that creditor as of the date of the bankruptcy filing. That's the claim. They then have to provide proof, evidence of that claim showing exactly how they got to those numbers. There are times where an attorney may want to fight proof of claims. Say a proof of claim isn't valid or they didn't provide the appropriate supporting documentation to try to get proof of claims wiped out. In a Chapter 7, like I said, it's almost never going to matter because if you have a no asset case, then creditors aren't going to get paid anyway. And so it wouldn't really matter. But if you have an asset case, meaning there's stuff that the trustee can take and disperse out to the different people you owe money to, then that might matter more. And in a Chapter 13 bankruptcy, you're going to want to make sure that creditors like student loans, you want them to file proof of claims because that debt's not going to get wiped out. So you want as much of that money that you're paying to go to student loans. You want to make sure usually taxing authorities, things like that, have proof of claims filed. You want your mortgage company, your car company that you have financing with, you want them to file proof of claims typically as well. There's always some exceptions to that, but generally you don't want proof of claims filed unless it's a debt that's not going to get wiped out at the end of the bankruptcy like student loans, or if it's a secured debt, again, with a few exceptions on those as well. If you have other questions about proof of claims, don't hesitate to let us know. But hopefully that gives you some insight, some helpful information about what a proof of claim is and why it matters to your case.